What's up, YouTube? And I'm here with another top 8 regional deck profile from Alex Dominguez. He got 8th in the latest regional championships in America, actually the first regional of the season, of the core set season. So he got 8th place, went 5-2 in the tournament. He played Prank Kids, Adventure. How are you doing, Alex? How are you feeling?
Good, man. Thanks for having me.
You're
Love to be
welcome.
here.
You're welcome, bro. Congrats. So just a bit of background behind Alex. Alex, in like the last 6 months, has had a crazy run. He won a giant card. He bubbled the last 2 remote dual YCSs. He was actually 8-1 in both of them in the Swiss rounds, but then got unfortunate in the last 2 rounds. He came second place at a recent regional in the previous season, and then he came top 32 at your extravaganza, losing to, you lost to Green Manju, right? You got quite unlucky there.
Yeah, Grand Manju, yeah. That was like grand.
And then you've had like a crazy like season coming up. Well, last 6 months anyway, it's been actually insane. But yeah, all right, Alex, let's get into the deck profile.
Yep, so I played Kids, Adventure, Prank Kids, super good deck. Pretty consistent. I basically played this deck because you told me to play it, so I did. Shout out to you.
You're welcome, bro.
Yeah, I'll do shout outs in the end. I'll just be straightforward.
All right, cool.
Let's start with the first half of the main deck is Prank Kids. So it is 3 Prank Kids placed.
Yep.
And then 4 Prank Kids placed because the one terraforming. This is pretty standard. I see some people cutting it, but you definitely just want to place. It's so good.
Yep.
It's so good in 1 second. It's ridiculous. And then I played 2 Pandemoniums, 1 Pranks. I consider this a Prank Kids card. Done Dragon Fusion. So I'm not playing DP, so I wanted to play more of these.
Yep.
And it was really good. Super solid.
Yeah.
And it came with a card in the side deck that you'll see later.
Nice.
Yeah, Pranks, and then this. Fusion was solid. I played without it, and I definitely missed it, so I love this card. It's crazy. And just opening it is just insane. Instant Fusion, you got to.
Yeah, best card.
But that is the best card right there. And then 3 of all the kids, and then 2 Roxy's. Roxy's is obviously being the worst one because a lot of times you just don't want to banish anything in your hand.
Yep.
So you just you just don't want to see her. The other ones are.
In terms of your Prank Kids ratios, including the spells and the monsters, is there anything that you would have changed moving forward?
I would love to try 2 pranks.
Okay.
Just test it out. Not exactly sure how good it's gonna be, but I just want to test it out. So I like to probably try 2 pranks and 2 Panday. Like anytime I hard open one of these, you just feel so solid because if they imprint your doodle when you're searching, or chain blocking, you just feel good because you don't need to search it at that point anymore.
Okay.
Because you just send whatever you're missing with fansies. So hard opening these is not too bad. Also, like this just helps you play around the Ash a lot stronger because you can just make the token if you have enough kids in hand and normal summon the kid, and then just go straight into the doodle and not deal with the meow. So this card's solid as well.
Okay.
All right, so that's really the Prankers part.
Yep.
And the second part is Instant Fusion might be the best part of the deck, but this part is quite insane. So 3 Rites of Amrasir. Card's crazy. 3 Water Enchantress. Basically this card, so 6 copies of Rite. And then you play the 1 Wandering, 1 Fateful, and 1 Dracoback. And the card's really good. This card's insane in Prank Kids because it helps you chain block the 1 kid after you summon Meow. I was thinking about maybe playing more of this, but we'll see.
Can you just show the viewers how you chain block with Fateful?
Oh yeah, sure. So this will be there, and you'll have Lampsies. So you already have a token on field. So you'll normal summon the Lampseas, and you'll link the Lampseas away into a Meow Meow Mew. And then you'll do Chainlink 1, Lampseas, Chainlink 2, Fateful. So Fateful is whenever a monster is normal or special summoned, you can search and equip spell that specifically reads Adventure Token in its name. So because you special summon the Meow Mew, you can trigger whichever order you want. So you do Chainlink 1, Lampseas, and then Chainlink 2, Fateful, and that chain blocks it. And from there on out, you're always chain blocking the kid, because you could do Doodle second, and chain blocking whatever you summon out after this one. So it's super cool.
Nice. Right.
That's why I was thinking maybe playing more of this, because it's just like on its own, even without the Brave token.
Yep.
It's just solid.
All right. How was the adventure engine?
Oh, it's so good. Insane, literally.
Yep.
So splashable. It's just crazy. This card just helps to push for game, because you summon a 2,000 token. Then Griffin is another 2,000, so that's half people's lives right there. And Draco back bouncing anything, it's just so free. So you could bounce like a lot of floodgates if they have. You could bounce Mystic Mind if people are still on it.
Yep.
It's just really, really good.
Sweet.
Yeah, engine's insane, especially in this deck.
Okay.
And then more for like the defensive cards. So 3 Forbidden Droplets, 3 Ash, 3 Imperm, 2 Bell, 2 Ogre, 2 Cosmics, and 1 Call By. Call By, of course. You want to make sure that your kid is going to resolve if you don't have the Brave Engine.
Okay.
Ash is super good. Imperm is nice. Droplets. I was going to play 3 Ogre. I just couldn't find my 3rd Ogre in time for the deck list.
Okay.
This card's really good because it hits Brave or Adventure. And then Ghost Spell was pretty good as well. So all these hand traps were just solid.
Yep.
Really good. I had a lot of space for defensive. That's why this deck is so good. And it worked out really well. And the Cosmics were solid.
So moving forward with this like sort of ratio with like 2 Ogre, 2 Bell, if you could find your 3rd Ogre, would you play a 3rd in your next version?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, and then would you stick to 2 Ghost Bell, or would you move that down to 1 Bell and play a 3rd Ogre?
I actually would just add the 3rd Ogre in and just increase my deck count.
Okay.
Yeah, because I did like having the bells there as well. The bells are super good, because if you because the way that the board finishes is with sometimes you have the Bow Wow bark.
Yep.
And you tribute it for cost and to add back to 2 kids, and they call by that, you're protecting the Bow Wow to resolve with the Ghost Spell. So they can't call by it, which is basically just super huge.
Okay.
So this card just has like a lot of versatility. Also, beats out water, which is super good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I liked it, and I would just add the 3rd Ogre.
All right, looks solid.
That's actually the main deck right there.
Okay, so how many was in the main deck?
45.
45. Okay.
Yeah, I would just play 46 and just add the 3rd Ogre.
All right.
Extra?
Yep.
Alright, so extra deck is, this card's really good. You might have heard of it. Meow Meow Mew. Yep. Doodle Doo, 2. 2 Bow Wow Bark. 1 Roaring Rooster, 1 Rocket, 1 Washer, and 1 Butler. This is pretty standard. I only played 2 Doodle. The 3rd one just doesn't come up for me. Okay. Ever. It just doesn't.
Were you happy with this ratio of Prime Kid extra deck cards?
Yeah, absolutely. This card doesn't come up, but when it does, in certain matchups, it's just so good. So I'm so happy I still played it.
Yeah.
So it's solid.
Yeah, the added back effect is pretty strong for this stuff.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah, if you get Maximus, it's
okay.
Some people play more than 1 Butler. That's interesting as well. I don't think a lot of people are playing 2 Bow Wow Barks. I like this card. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's just super solid.
Nice.
It helps you push for game while staying in engine. So it's yeah, nothing too crazy there. And then for the other ones is 1 Link Spider to go into your Verte.
Yep.
Unicorn, access code, Totally Awesome, which you go into a lot. And then this is you're gonna see a side deck card is Starving Venom. So it rounds out 15 in my extra.
Nice. That's solid.
Yeah, and it's crazy. And now the side deck.
Okay. Here we go. Here's the sauce.
That's awesome. So 3 Lancians, it definitely needs to be played. The card's super good.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't main it just because I valued the other hand traps, and I got a lot of insight from my friends here on that. So that's the reason I didn't main Lancia.
Okay.
3 Twin Collector, because in North America people love Sword Soul, including myself. So I know how good Sword Soul is, and cards just versus it.
Yeah.
Versus Sword Soul versus like the new deck that people are playing. The combo version with many engines is just really good. Hitting their word on stuff. This card is amazing. Super poly, as you saw. I played Starving Venom.
Yep.
But also really good in the mirror. Super poly their board. Summon your own rocket or washer. It's just insane. This card is probably one of the best cards. It's evenly matched because a lot of people are playing Venture. If you can just bait out their negate that they have and you evenly, they have that token on field, so they're forced to just keep the token. So it's beautiful. This card actually won me my match versus Flunderies. I mean, he had a barrier, the wind statue, he had anti-spell, he had the Empin, and he had 2 other sets. And one of them I knew was the card in his main phase that he starts playing. So I evenly hit him. He kept the card that I knew that he was going to keep so that he can play during my turn. And then once he's activated it, on the Resolving Chain, I had the droplet, normal summon bird. So it was just like this and like the droplet just like won me the match. Was insane.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah, it plus me a lot, the even match. And then the 3rd Cosmic, because Eldritch, another thing. Scythe. And then this is an interesting tech here is Cross Out. So when I mentioned that the 2 Pandemonium were good, it's because in the mirror you can cross out the Pandemonium, and then you still have 1 in your deck so you can during your opponent's turn after the effect has resolved.
Nice.
And it's no longer negated. So it's cool that you play 2 Pandays for the mirror for cross out. So it's pretty solid. And you just don't want to get ashed. That's what it comes down to it.
That's true. Yeah, and you can banish any of the prank kids' names as well if you summon use the effect when they make meow meow. So
yeah,
they can try and chain block, but they can't chain block a cross out.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just so solid.
You happy with the side deck?
What was that?
Were you happy? Are you happy with the side deck and how it performed?
Yeah, I think it was good. I didn't play against too many Sword Souls, so Token Collector didn't come in as much.
Yep.
But they came in when I played versus them. Just didn't see him, unfortunately. But it's super. Yeah, this card is really good. I think a lot of people still love the deck.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and the deck is consistent. It's a lot of fun. It's one of the most fun decks you can play. It's just a lot of adrenaline. Am I gonna get ashed? Am I not? We'll find out.
Yeah, I can see that. Great, right, great profile. Thanks, Alex. Any shout outs you'd like to give?
Yeah, so shout out to you, Jake. Thank you for the deck profile and the amazing advice. I wouldn't have played this deck if you didn't play it. I was like totally unmotivated, so I appreciate you. Shout out Broken Code. So Luke Delaney, Jamie Hunter, Maximilian Ludwig, we all played Prank Kids in the regional, and we all had like different versions of it, so it was a lot of fun to see which version was going to be the best. So shout out to all of them. Shout out to Dag, shout out to Steven, shout out to Ethan, shout out to Sean, who played like in person in regionals today, so they didn't play this one. They all did pretty solid, so
good.
It's a lot of fun. Shout out to the team. And that's mainly it, man. Just having a good time.
All right, Alex. Thank you very much. Congrats again on another top 8 finish at latest regional. I'm sure we'll see some good results moving forward, and good luck this weekend at YCS Las Vegas.
Let's go.
All right. Thanks again.